All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, training camps around the NFL are still in their infant stages, and already there is some drama brewing out in Oxnard, California for the Dallas Cowboys. But at the end of the day, should we really be surprised? All pro linebacker Micah Parsons is looking for a contract extension. But Cowboys team owner slash president slash general manager slash ball boy slash travel concierge, whatever other job description you want to put in there to talk about Jerry Jones, he's not exactly gung ho at the moment to give Micah Parsons some more bread. And I'm saying this because we've seen this song and dance from Jerry Jones before. Because recently it came down to the 11th hour before the Cowboys got contract extensions done with Dak Prescott. In the case of Dak Prescott, it happened twice. Okay. And wide receiver CD Lamb, just to name a few. And it's probably going to be that way with Micah Parsons as well. Now, we heard and saw Jerry Jones's recent comments about Dak Prescott when he was asked about giving Micah Parsons an extension. He talked about Dak getting injured and only playing about 6 games last year after he got paid. And honestly, the comments were really totally unnecessary. But at the end of the day, would we be surprised and would we expect, or should we be surprised and expect anything less from Jerry Jones? And the answer is no. Now, Jerry Jones knows that he needs to pay Micah Parsons because we are talking about one of the elite pass rushers in the NFL. And you have to ask yourself, are the Cowboys better or worse defensively and as a team without Micah Parsons? And the answer is going to be no, they're not a better team. I mean, you look at it in 4 years with Dallas, Parsons already has 52 and a half career sacks. Okay. He has led the Cowboys in each of his 4 seasons in that category. And on top of that, in each of those 4 years, he is the only guy for Dallas to reach double digits in sacks each season. Matter of fact, nobody has played for Dallas in the last 4 years and gotten to double digit sacks other than Micah Parsons. So for me, Jerry Jones is going to sit up there and do what he always does. He is going to string this out like he always does. Why? Because Jerry Jones loves the drama and he wants all of the attention around him and him alone when it comes to his beloved Dallas Cowboys. And that right there, just the fact that Jerry Jones wants to be the marquee attraction for the Cowboys, that right there is clear cut evidence as to why the Cowboys have not been able to get past the second round of the playoffs for the last 3 decades and counting because Jerry Jones continues to make this franchise about him. Jerry continues to sucker Cowboys fans into thinking, hey, you know what? He's all in on winning a title, when in fact, he is no closer, and Dallas is no closer to winning a Super Bowl championship than the also rans around the NFL. You go back to last offseason when Dallas basically had a golden opportunity to sign then free agent running back Derrick Henry. And then we saw that the Ravens basically got Derrick Henry for peanuts. And then what did Derrick Henry do last year for Baltimore? He flirted with rushing for 2,000 yards in the second time of, for the second time of his career, while Dallas as a team finished 27th in the NFL in rushing. I've said this part before, what I'm about to say, and I'm going to say it again right now. You would think, honestly, that after the Emmitt Smith fiasco in 1993, that Jerry would have learned how to take care of his superstars, but he clearly hasn't because he still wants to make things about him. You go back to 93, Dallas was fresh off of winning a Super Bowl championship, their first under Jimmy Johnson. They basically brought back the same team. And if you watched Dallas in 92, you knew that they had the capability to run it back. And of course, Jerry Jones did not pay Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith held out. Emmitt Smith was not there for the first two games, and Dallas lost those first two games. And it wasn't until that second loss that Charles Haley, went ballistic in the locker room, and the next thing um, Emmett Smith was getting signed, and if you go back and remember the press conference, Emmett Smith wasn't pleased. He didn't look pleased on his face. Why? Because it should not have gotten to that point, and it should not be getting to this point with Micah Parsons like it has in the past with the likes of CD Lamb and others. But nonetheless, this is who Jerry Jones is. And for me, and I keep saying this about Jerry making sure that he is the biggest star in Dallas. And I'm not even talking about the star on the side of the helmet, but nonetheless, how many team owners around the NFL, and I've asked this question before, okay, but how many team owners around the NFL are surrounded by the media pool after each game on Sunday? It's only Jerry Jones. Okay. And honestly, if Jerry Jones wanted to stop it and if Jerry Jones wanted it to be less of a distraction, guess what? Just like that, he'd stop it in a New York minute. But he's not going to do that because, like I said before, he wants the spotlight on him and him solely. Yes, dragging out the Parsons contract situation will be a distraction for the Cowboys in training camp. Why? Because Jerry's going to hear about it, because the media is going to talk to him, as are the players. Okay. And eventually they're going to get tired of answering those questions. But again, Jerry doesn't care because he wants the cameras on him. He wants the attention on him. And, it's one of those where Will Parsons get a deal that will have him rubbing elbows with some of the top edge rushers in the NFL as far as their compensation? Absolutely. It's going to happen. Okay. But unfortunately for Parsons, it's going to happen on Jerry's terms when he's ready to get it done. And honestly, whenever that happens, whether that's a week, 2 weeks, whatever it's going to be, nonetheless, I'm here to tell you right now, I haven't even started. I've just started. Okay, working on my NFL stuff for this upcoming season. I guarantee you this right now: the Super Bowl parade will once again pass the Dallas Cowboys by because they are disorganized. And it starts at the top of their organization with one Jerry Jones. It's only July, okay? Teams are just filing in the training camp. We're starting to see, them get it going, this, that, and the third this week. But nonetheless, already there's plenty of drama around the Dallas Cowboys. And you just wait because in about 6 weeks, when the season starts, it's really going to hit the fan for this team then. I guarantee you that. The teams that are committed in the NFL to winning usually, and I repeat, usually, okay, don't have a problem when it comes to paying their guys. But I'll just let you fill in the blanks on Jerry Jones and his so called beloved Dallas Cowboys. Should not have gotten to this situation with Micah Parsons. And I got news for you. It's going to get a little worse before it gets better. Micah Parsons is going to get his deal. Okay. Jerry Jones is going to stretch this out for all it's worth. And again, it's unfortunate. Parsons is there, but he's not participating in training camp. We've seen this MO, or we've seen this whole song and dance with the likes of Dak, CD, and so many other top players for the Dallas Cowboys. And again, for the Cowboys, you want to get this deal done because guess what? You are a top heavy team. The Dallas Cowboys don't have a deep lineage of talent on this squad right now. So they're relying on their star players. Bottom line is go out there and get it done. Like I said before, it's going to get done, but it's going to be on Jerry Jones's terms, which is going to frustrate, the likes of Micah Parsons and others. But nonetheless, Jerry cares about Jerry. Jerry cares about the Cowboys making money. Jerry can care less about winning. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. And come 5 months from now, if the Cowboys make the playoffs, it's going to be the same old song and dance. They get there, maybe they win a game, and if they win in that wild card round, people are going to go crazy, and then they're going to get to the second round and they're going to get bumped off. Or if not, they just get bumped off in the wild card round. or they just missed the postseason altogether. But it's going to be the same old song because that's the way Jerry wants it. He's going to keep suckering people in because his Cowboys are going to continue to hemorrhage cash. But nonetheless, it's the same old thing and a lot of frustrated and loyal Cowboy fans to boot. But folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank each and every one of you for checking out the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. And as always, if you like what you heard and saw on this podcast, you know what to do. Just hit that like button as well as subscribing to this channel. And like I always say, it is greatly appreciated. Also, if you're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you give me that follow, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365, and you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. Also, like it is on the X, you can check me out on Instagram at 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge, and you give me that follow, I will give you that follow right back. But until next time, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I am signing off, and I'm saying thanks once again for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. Be well, everybody.